I hope everybody's having a really good week. Sorry. And I just wanted to do a little bit do a little video to talk about the highlights from the Oklahoma City Diamond Panel that happened on Monday. I know several people that wanted to go didn't get to go because the weather was a little sketchy. So I wrote down some highlights and I wanted to go over those with you because there was a few points that were made that I thought were really, really important. And they really kind of were eye-opening to me. So forgive me here while I look at my notes. They're a little bit scattered, but so the diamonds that were on the panel were Lori Harrison, she's from Ardmore, Heather Burke, she's from Edmond, Kristen Abart, she's from out of state, Brenda Martin is from out of state, Tammy Elmore and Kelly Norman, they're both from Oklahoma, they're sisters, and they both live in a town with a population of less than 1,000 people. So, and all six of them are diamonds. Also, the CEO of the company, Charles Robinson, was there. He was the moderator, so he facilitated all of the questions. And a couple things that really stood out to me right off the bat were every single one of them said, "You can do this." I was just so on and so forth. I was just a stay-at-home mom looking for a way to earn some extra income. I was just a teacher. I was just, they're all normal people just like you and me. And every single one of them said, if I can do this, you can do this. So be encouraged by that because I do feel like sometimes you feel like maybe there's something special that somebody has that you don't, and that's really not true. You just have to find your strengths and know your strengths, know your weaknesses, but expound on what strengths you do have. So let's see. One of the big things that each one of them said was this business is 90% personal development, 10% product marketing. So you have to learn a lot about yourself to do this business. So I always try to do a little bit of personal development every day. If you need a book suggestion, if you want to get started on doing your personal development, just let me know. I have several books that I would recommend to you for that. Just off the top of my head, Go Pro by Eric Worre, Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins, The 4-Year Career, Beach Money, The Flip Flop CEO. There's several of them that are really good. Failing Forward is the one that I'm reading right now, and I just finished The Circle Maker, and I'm probably going to read The Circle Maker again. It was really good. In fact, I probably started reading it at the end of the summer, July or August, and my business boomed in those months that I was reading that book, and it's made a really big difference in how I look at my business and how I treat the people that I come into contact with. So Circle Maker is probably in the top 3 of those suggestions. Let's see. You have to be a student of the profession. If you've never done network marketing before, you have to learn how network marketing works. You have to learn the right way and the wrong way to do this. That's going to make a big difference in your success. I can tell you right off the bat that whenever I first started, I was marketing Plexus only as a weight loss product, and I had a lot of people that had high expectations. They wanted a quick fix, and the longer I've done this, obviously I've learned more about gut health and whole body health and how that is really what makes the difference and what makes people lose weight that want to lose weight, but getting their body completely healthy is more of the goal that we're looking at here. So I've had to completely change the way that I market our products, and there are some people that I wish, man, if I would have done that in the beginning and set their expectations to what they need to be, getting their body healthy and not just a quick way to lose weight. I'd probably have some more long-term customers, but anyway, you live and you learn and you move on and you just try to do better. So learn about our profession, learn the right way and the wrong way to do things. It's really important to listen to people. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you talk. Don't puke Plexus on people. if you really sit down and have a conversation with them and let them know that you really do care how they feel and you really do want to help them, you're not just trying to make a quick buck off of them, people are going to trust you. And I'm not saying that you need to be fake, but I am saying that you need to work on your relationships first. Build your relationship with that person. And then if they think, oh man, I've been having a lot of migraines lately, I did see Cassie mention that Plexus has helped people with migraines. I'm going to ask her about that. They're going to feel more comfortable coming to you with questions like that if you build your relationship with them. Let people know that you want to hear how they are doing. You don't just want to puke all this information on them and say, here's my website. That's not the right way to do it. Ask them questions, and when you think you've asked them questions and they've answered everything, ask some more questions. And then one more time, ask some more questions. People like to talk about themselves, and they like to tell you their problems. And, you know, the more they talk it out, the more that they'll realize that they really would benefit from our products. So listen twice as much as you talk. Listen to people, care about people, and then help them. One that was really big, I have a lot of people on my team, as they started, they said, you know, I want to see what it does for me first. I don't want to start sharing it right off the bat. And this really stood out to me because I don't want to push anybody to do something that you don't want to do, but I really want you to listen to what these diamonds said because it really stood out to me. If you have that mindset of you want to see what it does for you before you start selling it or sharing it with people, you have to take they said you have to take yourself out of the equation. Just because it hasn't done anything for you yet doesn't mean it's not going to. Have you watched testimonials? Have you been to a live event and heard the testimonials? Do you think those people are lying? They're not. Those are their true testimonials. So make sure that you are building your belief. If it hasn't happened for you just yet, it will. It will happen. Consistency, consistency, consistency. It will happen for you. But don't rob yourself of all of that time of sharing just because you're waiting, you know, for some wow factor. And make sure you're listening to your body. A lot of people are only thinking about the weight loss in this health journey. And if you really stop and think and listen to your body, do I have more energy? Am I sleeping better or more soundly? Like me personally, I have a baby, so obviously I wake up more often than your average Joe. But when I am asleep, my sleep is very deep. I get a lot of really deep sleep in that time that I am asleep. So yes, I do think I sleep better, even though I have a baby. So don't discount those non-scale victories. There are people that can relate to that. There are people that want to take a nap every afternoon. They may need to lose weight, but the thing that's impacting their life the most right now is they need to take a nap. So tell people about your non-scale victories. And even if you've just started and, yes, you need to lose weight, but you're experiencing some of these other things, tell people. Be honest with them. Say, I've started this journey. I'd love for you to come along with me. So far, I've noticed A, B, and C. People can relate to that, and they will appreciate your honesty. So don't rob yourself of the time at the beginning whenever you're waiting to see your results. Go ahead and tell people what you're doing, and they may want to hop on board and do it with you. Be an accountability partner. Another thing is don't rob your friends and family the chance of having their lives changed by our products just because you're waiting for your own personal results. Does that make sense? If you wait to tell your friends and family about this, you're robbing them, 2, 4, 6, 8 months of time when they could be having the products work for them. So take yourself out of the equation and share with people and let them know, yes, I'm doing this. I've just started. I'm excited to see, my results and what's going to happen. But I'd love for you to try it if you need help with A, B, and C. So I thought that was really, really good advice from the Diamond Panel to take yourself out of the equation. It's okay to have your personal results, and it's okay to tell people about everything that it is doing for you, but don't wait. That's the main thing there. Don't wait. Spend less time worrying about what other people think and more time developing yourself personally. This kind of goes back to that personal development business. Um, I can worry all day about what people think of me. I do have friends that don't do plexus, and I often wonder, if I'm getting on their nerves. But you know what? They're not sending me a check every month to pay bills and to build a nice chunk of savings and to pay off my debt. And so the more you think about it and the more you think about how valuable other people's opinions of you are, I think the less you will worry about what they think of you. And the thing about it is oftentimes those people have a little tinge of jealousy, and they're a little bit jealous of your success. So don't let another person's opinion of you control what you're going to do with this business. Let's see. This one's a good one. Manage your mouth and stop the trash talk. Now, this doesn't mean like clean up your potty mouth. This means speak positivity into your business and into your own personal journey. Don't talk negatively about yourself. Don't say, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm not losing weight. Oh, I'm doing it all wrong. Oh, I'm never going to hit silver. I'm never going to hit gold, or I'm never going to hit ruby, senior, any of those. You can do it, but you have to think it here and you have to feel it here for it to happen. So get rid of the negativity and increase your positive self-talk. Dream big and don't be afraid to do it. I think a lot of people hold back because they're almost scared of being that successful. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be worried about what people are going to think if you do start making huge chunks of money with this business. Don't be afraid to be successful. Another one here is, and I've told a couple of you this since I went to that training on Monday. This business, this came from Tarl, the CEO. He said, this business is like a deck of cards. Out of 52 cards, there are only 4 aces. So what that means to me is you can't just add a couple of people to your team and just fingers crossed hope and pray that those people are going to be runners and they're going to be big business builders and they're going to build your fortune for you. You can't do that. You have to build your team. You have to add as many level 1s as you can. And like he said, out of 52 level 1s, you're going to have 4 aces. And sometimes those 4 aces only become 2 aces. So you just have to keep building your team, building your team, building your team. And, out of all those level 1s that you add, there will be a few that really are runners and really do get it. So you can't hope and pray that the ones that you have are the ones that are going to do it. You just keep doing you. You keep building your own business, and don't rely on anyone else to do it for you. I like that one because at the beginning of my business, I had a couple of people that were really, really strong legs, and when they started adding people, I kind of slowed down adding people. I thought, well, if they're going to add them, I don't need to add them. But really, what if we both added people? That's really the way to exponentially grow your business. So regardless of what your team members are doing, just keep swimming. In the words of Dory, just keep swimming. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about 3 of the diamonds that were on the panel. Brenda Martin, Heather Burke, and I believe it was Tammy Elmore. Can you say hi? Hi. Hi. Okay, go watch your show so I can finish, okay? Oh, thank you. This is my assistant. Okay, so let me start with Brenda Martin. I will say that every single one of those diamonds said to us during that time was when they were working towards reaching diamond, Their lives were mad chaos. There was not any balance. They didn't ever feel like they were doing the best job at all of their, in every aspect. Being a mom, being a wife, being whatever job they were working at. They kind of felt like things were just kind of tossed up in the air, and they were not doing a very good job juggling all of their roles. But not a single one of them said they regretted that chaos. So let me just give you a little bit of an example. Brenda Martin, she is a mother to 11 children. She has 11 children. Okay, I have 2, and I don't even know how somebody functions with 11 children. But she has 11 children, and she homeschools them. And she was doing this before she started Plexus. And she was mom and homeschool teacher, and still managed to go diamond with Plexus. So if anybody ever tells you, I'm really busy, I can't seem to fit Plexus in, you know what? I beg to differ. If you have 11 children and you homeschool them and you can still reach diamond, then I really don't feel like there's very many other people that could be quite that busy. Get up 30 minutes earlier than your kids wake up. Go to bed 30 minutes later than your kids go to bed. Squeeze it in during lunchtime. Squeeze it in during nap time. There are ways to make this work regardless of how busy you think you are. The next one is Tammy Elmore. She was a full-time math teacher in the high school in the town that she works at. So she worked Monday through Friday. Teachers get there early and they leave late. And then she also taught math at a community college 3 to 4 nights a week. So she had those 2 jobs, and she also was doing Plexus and managed to go diamond. Again, she was a busy lady. She had a lot of things on her plate. It takes planning to be a teacher. They have to pre-plan. They have to know what they're going to teach. You can't just go in flying by the seat of your pants. So she was not only planning her high school plan, she was planning her community college teaching plan, and she was building her Plexus business all at the same time. She was still a full-time teacher when she went diamond. So, again, this is somebody that made it work, worked it around her schedule, and made it happen. Heather Burke, hers is a little bit different than those 2. Heather is busy. She has 3 kids of her own, and then they have adopted 2 younger children since she started Plexus. But Heather's thing is she is painfully shy. She does get up in front of people and talk, but I think it's very, very, very hard for her to do. And you can tell she still is a little uncomfortable being in a room full of people, talking in front of them, but she's kind of gotten over that. She's been asked to speak several times, but her thing is she was painfully shy, and it was not her style to walk up to somebody and say, hey, I have this stuff, it's called Plexus, you should try it. That was not her game plan. She would go to ballet, waiting on her kids while they did their ballet, and she would just ask. She would talk to people. And they were people that she knew. She wasn't just going to strike up a conversation with a stranger, but and they would say, man, I've been so tired. I've had to take a nap every day this week. And she goes, oh, yeah, I used to do that. And that's it. That's all she said. And they would say, oh, well, how come you don't do that anymore? And then she would be able to share. But she did not puke Plexus in people's faces. She had 3 kids of her own, 2 kids that she adopted. Her husband was a baseball coach and a teacher. He was gone, and a bus driver. So he was gone from 5 a.m. until 10 or 11 p.m. almost every day of the week. And she was able to fit Plexus in and make it to diamond. So those are just a couple examples of how these people made it work for their lifestyle. And I get it, especially this time of year. Things are crazy and you feel like you just can't keep up, but I guarantee if you set your alarm for 30 minutes earlier and you go to bed 30 minutes later than normal, are you going to be a little bit tired? Probably. But in, a year, whenever you're making good money, or if you've gone emerald, sapphire, or diamond, you're not going to remember those those days where you got up early and you went to bed late. I promise. It will all be worth it. And so I have, since Monday, I've kind of adjusted how I do things. I am trying to get up a little bit earlier than my girls. Now, sometimes they wake up at like 5:45, so I'm probably not going to get up quite that early. But if I do end up getting up before them, I make sure I get all of my plexus work done for that morning, all of my contacts that I need to make sure I have my buffer filled up with my scheduling of my posts, and obviously my posts on my team page. So I hope some of this really stood out to you. If there's anything you have a question about, just shoot me a message, let me know. But the last thing I want to leave you with is, of all the 6 diamonds that were on the stage, they had a common denominator. And their common denominator was that they didn't quit. They all have had people that didn't like the taste of the product. They didn't think the product worked for them. Complaining about this, that, or the other. Every single person on that stage has dealt with that, and they've probably dealt with it more than once. And you know what? They didn't quit. They've probably had naysayers talking about them and telling them that they're crazy for doing that thing. And you know what? They didn't quit. And that's why they're diamonds sitting on that stage. So please know that I believe in you guys. I know every single one of you can do this. If I didn't, I would have given up on you a long time ago. But guess what? I'm not giving up on you because I know you can do this. I know I can do this, and I'm not going to stop until I do. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and it's an awfully long video, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it right there. You guys have a good weekend.